for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
Well, the rain continues to fall here in Springfield. We continue to find flashes of lightning at times. The heavy stuff, though, is now shifted off to the north. You can see it pretty nicely on radar right there. This area of rain and thunderstorm activity, which extends from Stockton Lake up toward Lake of the Ozarks. Still looking at an ongoing severe thunderstorm warning. This for the Stockton Lake area for this cell, which is making its way slowly south. Plenty of lightning, very heavy rainfall, and probably some gusty winds. I want to show you what that looks like on radar. This is our velocity data as we put the scope on, and you can see these little pockets of green right there. There's one right there. That's likely an area where we had some gusty winds as a result of that thunderstorm. The storms throughout the day today, this afternoon I should say, into this evening have been very pulsy in nature. They go up and then they collapse, and when they collapse, oftentimes they're producing some strong wind gusts, and we were talking with Parker earlier in the show, and he was showing us some of the damage down in the Nixa area. But that's just one location which has had some strong winds and some wind damage. Branson being another, Bodark being yet another. As far as where the heavier thunderstorm activity is and where it's going, you can see this boundary right here continuing to plow north. Looks like we're going to see some thunder moving into areas like Cole Camp and Stover over toward Eldon. Actually already finding thunderstorms in the Eldon area as that boundary continues to push north. Here in southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas, we're not finding any heavy thunderstorm activity, but we've still got areas of rainfall, as sometimes, you know, when these storms get going here at this time of the year, sometimes it takes a while for the storms to wind down. That's certainly the case this evening here over southwest Missouri, but we'll take the rain because southwest Missouri really has been an area that's to some extent been bypassed by some of these waves of rain that we have been benefiting from over the last couple of weeks. Well, we're getting some of that rainfall overnight tonight over southwest Missouri, but in some cases it's a little bit too much too fast. These are rainfall totals estimated by radar, and you can see the pockets of yellow and orange and red, and where you see those pockets, that's where radar is estimating amounts of 1 to 4 inches of rainfall. And that's why we have the flash flood warnings, which extend from Polk County south across Springfield down to the state line. As far as why this rain is occurring, we've got this front moving in. We have that very steamy air mass ahead of the front. Temperatures today topped out in the 90s, 96 today in Springfield. And it looks like with this slow moving front crossing the area Tuesday into Tuesday night, we're probably going to see some additional waves of showers and thunderstorms firing up close to the front. And that means when we see those storms, we could see also more gusty winds and locally heavy rainfall. Looking at our forecast tonight, I think that area of rain over southwest Missouri will gradually fade away. We're probably still going to find some other showers and thunderstorms bubbling up and then fading away in other parts of the area through sunrise. And then on Tuesday, what you'll see is additional scattered showers and thunderstorms. I think the focus tomorrow for wet weather will tend to be along and south of the interstate. I think that will hold true through Tuesday night. And then once we get to Wednesday, drier air is filtering in from the north behind that cool front. And I think that's going to shove most of the shower chances to areas south of Highway 60, more likely toward the state line and south of the state line. Temperatures tonight, they'll cool into the upper 60s and low 70s thanks to that wet weather outside. 87 for a high tomorrow. That's a nice change after the 96-degree high today. On Wednesday, looking at a high of 89 degrees. And I think as we work through the back end of this week, as that cool front continues to push south into the deep south, drier air will continue to work in, and that means our rain chances are going to shut off completely once we get to Thursday. As we work through the upcoming weekend, I talked about highs in the upper 80s the next couple of days. Scorching heat is going to be returning this upcoming weekend into early next week. Take a look at the trends. We get into the low 90s for highs Thursday and Friday, low to mid 90s Saturday and Sunday, and we're back in the upper 90s come Monday of next week. I also want to mention, though, with that dry air coming in, those overnight lows are going to be more comfortable. It looks like some good walk-in weather Thursday morning and Friday morning, especially.
At the point where we'd open a window to sleep?
Yeah, I think some could. I mean, it's going to be noticeably less humid by Thursday.
All right. Look forward to that. Thanks, Jimmy. Most of us expect sirens to